So you want to make a Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order Machinima. Let me first tell you what it's like to do a Halo Machinima, since that's what I used to do way long ago. First, you get the game, either one. You would body act. You would go into theater mode afterwards. You could just record the clips and then take those and put those on your PC. Or you could record the whole thing entirely and then chop it up in the editing process. Mainly, the editing process after all that, you upload. Takes a while, not saying it's easy, trust me. Takes a lot of work, a lot of extra shots, a lot of reshoots. You need to have dependable body actors. But when it comes to the skeleton, step by step, there you go. Jedi Fallen Order, though, a little more difficult. Two reasons why I want to do this. One, just to share. And two, for anyone who thinks myself and cinematic gaming is easy, go fuck yourselves. First, the game, obviously. Then, you gotta install the mods. Make sure they're correct. The ones you want, the ones you can use. You don't have to have all of them all installed all at once. You have to swap them out if you have to do that. Then, make sure you have a dev console installed. All you gotta do is type in like Google Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order dev console. You'll see a link towards a Steam page. Make sure you get the right version. Thank you, Cinematic Gaming, for giving me the correct version. Then you start the game, just like you would do if you had to swap a mod. At the main menu, inject dev console. Once that thing's done and it says cameras enabled and all that, you're good to go. Load game. Oh, hard crash. Could either be just simply shuts down the game, could be that login error thing that you could send if you wish, or it could even be my personal favorite, which we'll get to here as well. It could be the one where you have to enable Task Manager because the game is completely frozen. But then there's the problem. Task Manager is behind the wall because it's just stuck on the screen. It's actually thanks to all the constant crashes I've had to deal with a lot that I actually learned you could put Task Manager always on top. A little tidbit for that, for you little people who have that still little problem as well. You little people, big people, whatever. But okay, so say you didn't have to do that. You load the game, everything works. Go to the location you need, obviously. Make sure you enable the right dev console settings, like field of vision, force, frame rate, take motion blur, all that stuff. And make sure you got the camera working too. You can key bind it however you want, like I did. Oh, hard crash again. Unfortunately, dev console doesn't agree with a number of mods, or the mods don't agree with it, or each other. So you gotta go through the process of elimination. If it's an essential mod, well, you either seek an alternative for that shot, you mod your way around that, or you just quit. A number of times I'm thinking my Loyalist skin mod might be causing problems. But I need the Loyalist Merc mod, and so I just have to work around it. I don't want to quit. You might want to. I don't know. If you're getting frustrated at all the car crash you're going to deal with and all the minor crashes, you're already in trouble. The only time I get mad at this process is if it's like that. It's an essential thing I need, but I have found ways to work around it. Otherwise, that trailer wouldn't even be out. So then you take out the conflicting mod and you start over. Go back to load again. Do all this. Enable. Turn on your recordings program. I use, I think it's OBS, yeah. I use OBS. You body act thing, oh, you ruined the shot, or you died, or you killed the person on, like too soon, or you didn't get the right angle you needed. Reload. Go back to body acting. For some shots, you might need a friend for this, because one, you're using the controller in one hand to control the character, and the other hand, you're trying to use the keys of the keyboard to move the camera around, or like tilt it, or freeze the frame and all that. So you might want to have a friend help you out. I know I'm probably going to have to ask my wife to help me out. Finally, after all this, hours and hours and hours turning the game on, turning it off, turning it on, turning it off, moving a character around, recording a shot, turning it off, changing a mod, swapping this, swapping that, all that stuff. Made it to the editing process. Congratulations. You edit, get it the way you want. If you have to go back to any of these steps because you didn't get the right shot or something like that, then you do it. And then you upload. Congratulations. You have made a Jedi Fallen Order Machinima. Like I said, it's a tough process, but it's so worth it. It really is. Seeing that trailer of mine, it's awesome. I can't wait to do this for weeks or days on end for the whole thing, and I don't even know how long it's going to be. I miss you, Halo. I do. Oh, and one minor thing. I don't know if I'm going to be able to get it out May 4th or May 5th. If not either, I will be sad. But if I can get it around those times, I will be so fucking happy.